What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here, and today we are playing Thymesia, the actual full playthrough this time. I know I've featured it on the channel in some capacity back when it was only on Steam, so I played on Steam Deck, and it was good. It ran pretty good even then, but since its console release, I ended up beating it off stream a long time ago, but I never featured it on the channel. And I'm really just in the mood to play some obscure Souls-like, so this is certainly going to be one of them. Heavy influence from Bloodborne because of the aesthetic, and I would say it's got a really nice horror element to it as well. The only major difference, I would say, is the fact that it's almost like a mission-based format. So we're going to be jumping in today and taking our obligatory death at the very beginning. This game is can certainly be quite challenging, in fact, so let's see, we'll do this right here. I've already beaten it before, but we're going to jump in and just kind of go through. I know I didn't 100% it by any means, but I just wanted to get a taste of what the game was like, and it's actually pretty decent. I actually really do like this. I got scared so many times. There's a lot of jump scares, interesting boss battles, and the lore is actually pretty neat too. So we'll be jumping into this. There is one gimmick boss, though, that I absolutely hate. I guess every Souls-like, at least initially, had the little bed of chaos type fight that was just an absolute atrocity. Yeah, we'll be jumping in. In the beginning, people thought it was just another infectious disease, like the hantavirus. It wasn't until the livestock began dying and those who had been infected began shrieking out in pain that they realized a deadly plague had befallen them. It's like what we're going through now. The various kingdoms tried to fend off the sickness and ghastly creatures, but their efforts were futile, and despair engulfed the entire continent. Urme's kingdom, founded atop a colossal tree, quickly rose to power due to their use of miraculous alchemical science, which was able to turn the plague into a cure. As the plague ravaged the lands, they relied on this alchemy to light the blessed flame. Always a flame, but where there is light, there will always be shadow. Oh, nice. Okay. You guys ready to die? Basic controls. Use the left stick to move. Oh, Corvus. Corvus is such a great name, and I imagine that's like, is that not the family name or the genus name for crows? I don't know what it is, but it's just fantastic. It's a name that I like. L3 to sprint. Okay, I've been playing other games, so press R to look around, X interact, and then press pause to pause, and pause. All right. Yes. And I paused. In the pause menu, we have our general stats. We have, it looks like you can have multiple weapons equipped. We have potions. Then we have talents, which are going to be like our abilities, I imagine. Items, we have a bloodstained dagger. And that's kind of like the red ring of death or whatever it is, the Xbox 360 thing. No, I'm just kidding. That's like the dark sign. Then we have basic controls, as they say in Brazil, and let's see. Options. I mean, it's, you know, whatever, right? It's all good. Slaya says, "Good. What's up, Slaya? How you doing? Good morning to you." Due to the recent epidemic outbreak, I guess I should say Hermes, right? Hermes' kingdom is declaring a state of emergency. All citizens must abide by the following orders. All citizens are forbidden from going out. Essential supplies will be distributed by the knights. Any sightings of plague-like symptoms or mutations must be immediately reported to the knights to be dealt with. Any corpses or unclean objects must be handed over to the relevant personnel for incineration and purification. Effective immediately. A crumpled up piece of paper. Follow the commands and search for the corpse. Is that what the document said, or? I guess that's what the document said. Oh, unless it's here. I see no document. Okay, that's fine. We shall continue. Saber attack, wounds, and execution. This is going to explain the mechanics. You'll see wounds are kind of important here. Use R1 to perform a saber attack. Use circle to dodge enemy attacks. Saber attacks deal damage to the enemy and leave wounds on them. Wounds are temporary and will heal after a short period. if no more damage is inflicted. When the enemy's health and wounds are both 0, they will become dazed. Approach a dazed enemy and use R1 to execute them. Oh, that's just R1, huh? I'll be damned. And you can lock onto him like that just by pressing R3. Oh, you're slow, dude. You suck. Okay, now he's wounded. Did I do it? It didn't seem like a proper execution, but I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a while since I could hold a controller in my hand. Okay, that is the execution. They're just kind of lightweights, trash mobs, so they're gonna die pretty quickly. Now you cannot jump in this game, but there's gonna be like these kind of like puzzle type elements that are above you and stuff, and you can dash across and do things like that. I want to say there's a semi like it's not a execution, but there is something of I was gonna say a stealth execution. There's something similar you can do, but use L1 just before the enemy attacks. Hit Corvus to deflect. Deflecting an enemy attack damages the enemy and negates any damage to Corvus. Paper on the ground. A deadly silence hangs over the streets and the city's completely sealed off. There's no food to be found, nor any water. JJ. Thanks, JJ. Don't hesitate to grind on strength. The first big boss is possibly the worst I've ever seen. They lead the game twice before beating him. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I've played this and beat it before a long time ago. Whenever it first came on console, in fact. But thank you. Yeah, we kind of just... I like to wing it, you know? And then we're going to really do everything we can to master the deflection and all that good stuff. Oh, of course, little man hears me, so he's just crying his little eyes out. Ugh. I hate that. It makes me feel so terrible. Whoa! I thought you were... whatever. Mourning. I'm trying to get this parry down. There you go. So they says, I'm actually having a great day today. My lawyer from the auto accident called me and I'm actually going to get some money for the... Oh, that's awesome! That's so good, Slaya. That is incredible, man. Oh, I'm so glad you just stuck with it, man. You stuck with it, stayed positive, and see, everything works out in the end, right? That's amazing, man. I'm not gonna go check on little man until my appointed times, because otherwise he's gonna be wanting to play the whole time. I know he's fine. He already pottied and did all his things, so he's good. He just wants to be with me. He hears my voice, so he wants to hang out. I feel so terrible. Lock on. We've been locking on. I like how lock on is like the third thing they teach. Ooh, we got the key to the plaza. Hi, buddy. And this is where we die. This boss is like the obligatory death. You are the devourer. Wield your claws. Tear apart the cursed bodies. R2 is claw attack. Does a lot of damage to enemy wounds and prevents them from healing. Okay, yeah, so it's not this guy yet. It's the actual boss. He's like a big knight. Oh my goodness. Oh, balls, dude. Obtaining a plague weapon. Each enemy has a unique plague weapon, and Corvus can reeve this for his own use. Hold R2 to fully charge Corvus's claw and release to reeve a plague weapon. Reeve deals even more damage to enemy wounds and prevents them from healing. Corvus is vulnerable whilst charging his claw, so it's safer to perform on dazed enemies. I reeved it. Casting a reeved plague weapon. Use triangle to cast a reeved plague weapon. They can only be used once. Corvus has super armor when casting plague weapons, but still takes damage. Nice! Slayer says, since I had such high medical bills, the lawyer originally told me I probably wouldn't get any money, so this is really positive for me to help. Yeah, that's so awesome, man. I'm so proud for you, man. So happy for you. That's such great news, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm pretty tired still, but I slept. I mean, I slept a lot better last night. Little man was, I guess he was also just completely knackered, and he slept really good too. We only got up like once, so. But yeah, so he slept better, so that means we slept better. But yeah, everything's good. It's good. That's the. Oh, balls. Oh, how do I use my potion? Oh, up. He hears me. He's over here crying. Don't cry. I love you. I wonder if she has a weapon. I wish I could see it and tell if I had a weapon or not, but I guess we'll have to find out. But yeah, I'm doing good. Much more energy. The King's Dagger and the Grey Armor, they are our last hope. They led the survivors and tried making things right. The infected corpses were burned to purify them of the sickness. Yeah, he hears me. He's like crying right up against the door. I guess I haven't been talking much, so he was just chilling for the most part. But he should be good. He's probably going to go to bed in a little bit. Alright, so we're going to go this way. Yeah, I feel so much better today. Resting at a beacon will save current progress. Okay, this is very... It's so funny because the chair looks like a Hollow Knight chair. Also resurrects enemies. Yep. This is Souls-like. It's a mission-based format after this that we will die. Of course. Oh, this is a menu. Level up, unlock talents, plague weapons, potions, use forgotten feathers, cease recall. Okay. And the recall is kind of neat. It's got like this weird technological aspect to it, and I guess that's where the alchemy comes in. So that's great, Inhuman. Glad you were able to get better rest last night. Yeah, I mean, I feel so much better. I'm still very tired though. It's just been like, you know, over a week where we're getting interrupted sleep, so it's like it just adds up. When a green light appears before an enemy attack, they'll perform a critical that cannot be deflected. Instead, Corvus must move out of range or use a feather attack. Use L2 to throw a feather and interrupt the enemy attack just before the enemy critical hits Corvus. Oh. Corvus will regenerate thrown feathers over time. Feathers will also leave wounds on the enemy and stop them from healing. Okay, cool. Feathers are badass then. He's not doing well. Oh my gosh. Brother. That hurt. I did it too late. Oh, nice. That was crispy. Key to the cemetery. Okay. I'm jacked up, by the way. Alright, we're gonna go back. That was awesome. I only have like one heal though. How did all this begin? They said that an accident occurred on the day of the king's birthday. Previously, the plague was only spreading outside the kingdom. But after the outbreak, all have gone mad. Alright. That I think is the boss. I don't remember. You just fought regular enemies so far? Yeah. The trash mobs are real easy. They don't have like even a fatality or execution. and then the more elite enemies have like a proper execution. So yeah, that is the end right there. It's got to be, right? I feel like if I go up here, that's the end of it. Ow. I think you get like heal on claw attack and heal on, or like hurt a wound on deflection at some point as well, which would be pretty awesome. The pathway to all regions of the kingdom are either lined with monsters or blocked by soldiers. None can leave and none can enter. Okay, so yeah, this is it. We're gonna die. What's up, Moronizer? How you doing? Moronizer says, hello, Inhuman. Hello, everybody. It's been a minute. Hope you guys are doing well. Absolutely. Hope you're doing good too, my friend. I think you mentioned this is a really short game, right? Yeah, it is. It's probably like a good 10 hours maybe. So we'll be able to beat it quite quickly. Probably by the end of the week. Oh my gosh. Balls. Oh. That hurt. Well, that was our obligatory death. We got him like 75% down, but that was not even counting the wound health we still have to take down. So he's a badass. That's a beefy health part, yeah. Isami, what's a cool name? Isami says, Corvus, you're finally awake. I was worried about you. You were badly hurt. Luckily, you made it back in time. Corvus, do you remember what you did? You need the right formula to use Hermes' answer. It appears that the injury caused you to lose your memory, so perhaps it would be helpful to start with a description of what you still remember. And just so you guys know, there's actually multiple endings to this game. You know, one thing that I'm going to say real quick, this is just a pet peeve of mine. I hate when people say multiple different endings, or multiple different, it's like multiple implies that it's more than one. And then of course, if it's more than one, unless it's identical, then they're going to be different, right? I don't know, I hate when people say multiple different. That's just me. There are multiple different endings though, by the way, I'm just kidding. There are a bunch of different endings, so I think 3, and there's like one that is quite difficult to do that requires a certain mix of the alchemical ingredients, so there's some really interesting Full Metal Alchemist kind of stuff. It appears that the injury caused you to lose your memory, so perhaps it would be helpful to start with a list. Come back when you got your memories in order. Until then, you can walk around, it might help jog your memory. Thanks, Isami. Slayer says, that's a beefy helper. Indeed it is. Beefy sword, beefy knight. The guy really didn't like you. You know, I could have probably, if I practiced, I could beat him. And you can beat the tutorial boss. And you get something, of course. You don't just get like a, oh, sorry, game's over. No, you get a cool little cutscene and an item for it. The families of the Knightly Order petitioned the king to stop sending knights to battle outside the kingdom's borders. The former chairman of the Institute of Alchemical Studies, Emerald, has officially appointed someone to take her position. Emerald said that she wanted someone with even greater abilities than herself to lead the alchemical research in Hermes. The Twilight Circus, this is a great part by the way, hailing from the Sea of Trees, was once again invited to perform in the royal court. As expected, Ringmaster Older's new performance was received with great acclaim from all who attended. Now Older is who JJ was talking about. Older's not so bad. The Joker-esque like Persona 5 boss is bad. It looks like he's like the Marvelous Chester on freaking cocaine. He's hard. But yeah, this is a good. I enjoy this game. It's a really good game. Very short, very sweet. You know. Corvus can recall his memories by revisiting locations and quests in the map. So every time you go and you use like now this mission-based format, it's a memory recall. More memories and locations are unlocked when Corvus starts to remember. So essentially, upon beating these missions, then you remember more. More missions are then available to you. Philosopher's Hill is where we're at. Is the royal family sanctuary. Every fall, Father would take us here. He says that on the hill he is not king, but merely a father and a friend. There's no need for formalities here. He would say, after the outbreak, domestic matters became pressing, and our visits to this place grew less and less. So, yeah, pretty cool. So this is the Philosopher's Hill area. This will open up a bit where you can actually, I remember in my file, there is a place where we're resting on the bench and stuff like that. You'll start seeing this opens up a bit and takes you to different like recall areas, if you will. What brings me the greatest joy is coming to Philosopher's Hill with the children every year, watching them run about, playing together never fails to help me forget the turmoil in this kingdom. Recently, some strange sickness has plagued the lands beyond our borders. I must make sure our kingdom's prepared. So then all of this eventually will kind of start opening up. I like when there's several endings. Stellar Blade had like 3 or 4 and Sector has 4. Stellar Blade has 3, I think. It is the exhortation of former kings. He who examines himself shall never be lost. I love that. Know thyself. Don't be lame. Alright, I think I need to go to the little chick. I forget exactly how to initiate these sequences. We're going to continue to recall. And the Sea of Trees. So now you have, this is the main area, and then you have the sub areas that we're going to be exploring. So you'd go boom here and then here. So in the early days of the plague, the nobles banished all criminals, the poor and the sickly, to a lower level of the kingdom known as the Sea of Trees. The upper rings of society living above the slum care nothing of their lives. They refer to them as the hopeless, letting them succumb to sickness and all manner of ghastly creatures. And ghastly creatures they are. It becomes really, really crazy. You're going to see in due time. Yeah, it's going to get real bad here. Alright, so now we're in the memory. This is us and doing the process of recollection. We have a level up menu now available to us, so we can use memory shards to enhance our attributes, strength, vitality, and plague. There's only these 3, so it's kind of funny. JJ was saying, make sure you do that. You only have a few attributes. It's not like a full-fledged RPG, if you will. Corvus gains 1 talent point each time he increases an attribute. So every time you level up, you get a talent point. You then use those talent points to unlock abilities or like improve your deflection and things like that. So it only goes up to 25. And then you can respec. Yeah, 3 for Stellar Blade. I think it's 3, yeah. I forget too, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. And the differences between 2 of them are like almost non-existent. So leveling up is going to be ideal. When you look at their strength and stuff like that, you're going to see how much it actually increases, but the health doesn't come up much, you know. We're going to do a lot of strength though. I really just care about the damage. Plague is, I think, more for like your claw damage and your feathers, I think. Yeah, there it is right there. That comes up quite a bit actually. So we're going to do this for now, and that will give us 3 talent points. But if I'm not mistaken, you can just reset. Like I'm gonna have to see how, but you can do it pretty easily. If I'm not mistaken. So now we have the talent menu. You can use talents to earn talent points to earn new talents or learn new talents, and they can be unlearned at any time. This is where you can respec. So experiment with different playstyles to prepare for the various challenges that lie ahead. It's like in real life. So saber attacks, you can do a bigger combo, which that's pretty huge. You kind of want to do that pretty early on, and then air attacks. You also really want to focus on deflection. So, let's see here. I'm trying to see which one. There's some really good ones that start wounding enemies and things like that. So, Slightly increases deflect time but decreases deflect damage. Yeah, there you go. You now have damage. You can just block in general, and it's, although like if you suck at timing, you can at least reduce, you know, damage by 75%. So as good as most Dark Soul shields. And that can even get further and further improved. Yeah, energy will be destroyed. That's the one I like. Okay, so anyways, dodge and all of this is good. I mean, you have so many different things. Honestly, it goes into so much like strategy and different play styles. But I think feathers I'm going to use a lot more. I never used them in the past, so we'll probably end up checking that out. But we want a big combo, you know. We want a big combo. I like this just for kind of like a quick deflection. I don't care about defense in that regard. And then we'll end up doing these. Okay, so that's fine. I love it. Alright. Let's go beat the game. All this will open up. The level design in this game is pretty awesome. It doesn't look at all like it'll be connected, but it is. How the balls are you so strong? Okay. Just a tanky little lumberjack, aren't ya? We'll eventually get some stuff where doing executions and things that will give us a nice benefit, but there's so many like, oh, if you go here, you can grab this, and go here, you can go around here. There's a lot of that. So we're gonna go left first just because I found this little path, but it all connects, and there will be much that we probably miss our first go-throughs. Wow, I'm trying to get my parry down. Come on, fool. There you go. Alright, I gotta get my parry down, so it's gonna be pretty critical to beating the bosses. You can dodge. Dodging is just as valuable. And just as viable, I should say. Valuable and viable. But it's you can do either or. Much more stylish to parry. Real man. Unless you're a coward like me. A lot of systems in this game, though. And the systems aren't too complex, but they're actually really cool because they overlap and kind of build off of one another, so it is ideal to at least experiment with them. There's going to be some super scary chicks in here in a little bit, so I'm watching my back. The Twilight Circus has openings, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. 5 males, 5 females. Cool. At least they're gender equal, right? We like that. We can go up there. We can stay here. We're going to do this first. I'm probably going to die. Walter says, good day. A good day to you, sir. Good day to you. I hope you're doing fantastic, Walter. Do you like One Piece? I do not. I do not. I love anime. I just don't like that one. And I don't read manga much because I just don't have time. But yeah, you know. Several days ago, some mysterious visitors arrived helping to talk with me. I never had a good feeling with the people from above. After all, they are the ones who abandoned us. But they are royal guards. I could not avoid them. They asked me a lot about the circus. I don't like One Piece, though. I love many animes. Different animes and stuff, and I've never really read manga either. Never really had the interest because it just, I don't know, to me it doesn't come, I love seeing it moving, you know. It's like a comic versus like, you know, a little TV show or something. But yeah. No, yeah, he's not on vacation anymore. Only 4 days this week. Oh, nice. Victoria Day in Canada. That sounds epic. Is it like where everybody dresses like Bloodborne people and they go hunting for monsters? They go hunting? Like Bloodborne style? That'd be sick. What the heck? He didn't even pay attention to me. Oh my. I did something dumb. Oh, Shinto. I'm about to die. He's healing. You bastard. I think I'm dead. No, I'm not. Oh, I'm dead. Dude, these guys are so fracking hard. I got a hand axe, skill shards, and oregano. So what that does is, I don't remember what the oregano does, but it just goes great on like most Italian foods. But the hand axe shards, like it means like if I use that kind of weapon, it'll be better off. So it's like more powerful. We have returned a brand new program, blah blah blah. The big clown beatorama, and the daggers fatal roll call. Yeah. The Grand Illusionist, Odor's mysterious finale. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be really good. Hope you. Actually, that's next week. This week is because I had Monday. Oh, I see. I see. Dude, it's awesome. Is it like The Purge but Canadian style? That'd be sick. That reminds me of Human. How was your birthday weekend? It was good. It was good. It was really nice. Not very restful because we had the kitty and everything, but it was still pretty fun. Got to spend time with my wife, and we went out to have dinner and all that. So it was great, man. Thank you so much for asking. It was really nice. I do like being off, but the lawn is in dire need of a cut. It's been raining almost every day. Same. It's been raining here like nonstop. Today's the first sunny day, actually. Okay, so from here, I'm about to die. We'll go left, I guess. Does it tell me which? Oh my gosh. Yeah, the enemies in this game like are mean. We need to have that like, you know, heal on execution so we can survive because we're gonna get jacked up. But yeah, there's like 3 pathways. This is like the first level, by the way. It's very sprawling. Yeah, this chick scared me so bad the first time I ever played. So just so you know, don't do what I'm doing. Like, you want to use your saber first and to get the wound. You don't want to use a claw attack because it does nothing. I'm dead. Memory interrupted. Yes, that happens when you get killed. Slay says, sorry, Inhuman, but I gotta run. I might catch you later. If not, I'll catch you. Absolutely, man. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. Walter says, have a good rest of your day, Slaya. You too, Walter. Absolutely. Oh, man, that was rough. Okay, so back to the drawing board, I suppose. It's really just a matter of bouncing between those 2 types of attacks, you know? We'll go this way first. Oops. I was anticipating that I was going to get that parry. I was not smart. Have a good one, Human. Thank you so much. You too, my friend. Okay, that's where we went last time. Let me just confirm because I'm a little mixed up already. We go with the saber attacks first. Then you go claw to finish him off. Yeah, we're good. Okay, perfect. I didn't remember that being a dead end. But you can see all the plague stuff, right? Like, this is crazy. The plague balloons. Well, I'm super excited, Walter, that you only have the 4-day week. That is awesome. You worked so hard, so I'm so glad when you get time off. Makes me happy. Alright. And we'll come up here. I think you can recover, like, your souls, if you will. It's very Souls-like. Very nice. That's the best way to do it. A lot of times, like, I noticed that in the beginning, a long time ago when this came out, people were really complaining about, like, the damage, but it's like, no, saber for damage, and then claw for wound, you know? What's the name of this game, says Jesse Hernandez. Ugh, my throat. Jesse Hernandez, this game is called Thymesia. Okay, there's that pathway. Let's go far left first and we'll circle around. I do believe this is where we died last. You. She's so scary. 1. I'm trying to count her attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You're not so tough. You're very welcome, Jesse. Now you have to subscribe. Just kidding. There's some goodies back here. Oh my gosh, that didn't pause. It doesn't pause the game when I'm reading an item. The good old no pause thing in Souls-likes, which drives me nuts. So pretty much more lore. They're getting scared. They're getting more questions from above, and I think they're probably experimenting on them if I'm not mistaken. Oh goody. Twilight Circus seeking more positions even. My gosh. I can take her weapon. I reaved her weapon and I accidentally used it. Hand axe skill shards and some other stuff. Good, good. This poison is terrible. There are ways to destroy it, and I think you have to destroy these little nodes there, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yep, nope, that's not happening. Let's see if this works. We are fracking smart. So we use our feathers to destroy this. I want to say it actually comes back, if I'm not mistaken, so I'm not going to just dally too long, but... Dilly-dally. We're going to come up here now. Remember, we have an entire pathway down below still, so this is a sprawling first level. Very intimidating if you're, like, not welcome for it, but it does loop together, so it's really nice. Matter of fact, I think this is that loop I'm talking about. Oh, okay, brother, hold on. Take it easy. I'm gonna take your cookies. Mine. We got a plague weapon menu, so Corvus can use skill shards obtained from fallen enemies to unlock or upgrade plague weapons. Corvus can then equip the unlocked plague weapons to plague weapon menu. Oh, it worked! Yay! Jesse Hernandez has subscribed. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Use square to cast an equipped plague weapon, and equipped plague weapons consume energy and do not disappear after use. Oh, that's cool. Unlock or upgrade skill. Okay, so plague weapons are different from the weapons that you reave. Thank you so much again, Jesse. I appreciate you. What's up, fam? How you doing? Fam, just living life. I love it. Uh-oh. Yeah, but this is I've beaten it before. It's really a good game. I like this one a lot. All right, what we need to do is find our way back. I'll be honest, I didn't play it as intended, you know? I definitely was very stubborn with the manner in which I played the game. I need you to come over here, ma'am. I need you to come here. Because you slowed down Sally. There it is. I thought there was somebody else that I was locking onto. It wasn't. Remember, we still have the entire first region to explore. We've continued to kind of move forward this way, which is fine, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, so we'll go up here first, and it's going to loop together at some point. There should be a shortcut or something. You can taste it. Alright. Yeah, so they keep messing with stuff. Essentially now they're saying, oh, I'll just read it. I told them I didn't know what's in the buckets, but they kept asking, even requesting to speak with the villagers who have worked in the tent. This is, of course, the people from above. My nephew actually worked in the tent, and he said that the buckets were filled with oddly shaped small creatures, like parasites or something, right? But the circus folk are one of us, the tree blessed, so how could it possibly reveal their secrets? How could I possibly reveal the secrets? Treachery. Living? I'm trying to survive here. Oh, fam. I'm sorry. You've been working really hard. I know you haven't really had a chance to just take it easy. Not this week, anyways. Alright, we still have all of our heals, too. Let's see here. This is already the boss. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm already at the boss. All I did was make a series of left turns. Never-ending left turns. Interesting. Yeah, so I guess we'll beat him real quick, and then we'll just continue on searching the rest of the area. I don't want to necessarily end it yet, but it keeps going on for a while, so should be fine. This is just an elite. Never mind. God, that was loud. Holy moly. I'm dead. Damn, dude. That hurt. Okay, so I gotta time that way better. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have no more heals, so kind of screwed. Oh, I died. A plague doctor soul, a witch doctor soul. We are both. We're plague witch doctors, and we're alchemists. We're also alchemists. Shoot! There you go, perfect timing. It's right before the attack is unleashed then. Can't do it too early. That's what I always had a hard time with. Hyper armor. Oh, nice. That was sick. Okay. I got alchemy enhancers, which increase the number of potions and the potion's health recovery and the number of ingredient slots on the potion. You can actually use potions for different things. So like an alchemist, you could be like, okay, I want my potion to primarily heal. I want my potion to primarily improve defense, or I want my potion to improve my offense. After unlocking ingredient slots, Corvus can add different ingredients to the potion and gain extra effects. Corvus will obtain an alchemy enhancer after defeating more challenging enemies for the first time. That was awesome. That was so awesome. Okay, well that was just an elite enemy. That wasn't the boss just yet. And the boss is like the dude from Persona 5 or whatever. Joker. He's tough. Very tough. And then that gives us some talent points. We can now use these talent points to further improve our attacks here. That one I like. They fill the enemy counterattack less? I don't know what that even means. Increases the damage of saber and slash. Okay. These are air attacks. That's actually pretty important, by the way. Healing execution's massive. We definitely want that. You can do even more damage with the saber, or we can go for the deflect. We'll do that for now, and then we're gonna just, you know, live our best lives. Plague weapon. You can unlock it once you have enough shards, by the way. That's exactly what you can do. So maybe we can get the hand axe, because most of the enemies have that. You can probably get the hammer too. Yeah, the hammer right there. You can then use these by pressing square, and it uses like a different currency, so pretty neat. Walter says, hi fam and Jesse. What's up, Walter? Reduce damage intake by 50% when casting, so that just means you have a little bit of hyper armor. This breaks enemy super armor, which is really good. I like this one a lot, actually. We're going to equip that for now. And then you can, by using, I think, more shards, you see that there's like the, right there, I guess. Right. Well, it's actually really far from me, but you can improve it, and it's really nice. So you can get more and more shards, by the way. Now we have potions here. This is just health recovery. Increase amount of potions. Increase recovery to 150. Okay, I think it'd make the most sense to increase how many potions I have. And then we can do health recovery and then slots. Because you can get the enhancers, which is really neat. And that's it. Okay, so that's good for now. Honestly, I think we should go back. We've kind of, in my opinion, come a little bit too far. I don't remember if you can warp in this game, though. Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think you can warp in this one. So we need to go back then, guys. We missed stuff. We missed the things. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant. We get a little bit of health back. It's not going to be like, oh my gosh, we're invincible now, but it is helpful. Killing a lot of trash mobs will help us with the, you know, maintain our ability to continue exploring without having to rely on using potions. Like so. There's my square attack. That's a plague weapon. Ow. Balls. Ow. Brother. My gosh. You're a mean, mean man. I almost died there. Yeah, any enemy can kill. This is a proper Souls-like in that regard. Very interesting mission-based format, but it makes sense because they didn't have to create like some gigantic sprawling world, you know? How did I miss that? A collection of memories is just your consumable souls. Nothing crazy. We are now kind of returning back to the beginning area, which is not bad. Get wrecked. Those chicks are so strong, by the way. They will kill you so fast. Now we gotta go back this way. I don't know how I missed that. Oh my. He's frumpy. Frumpy boy. Okay, so, I'm not mistaken. This should be the beginning, right? Unless there's more. Is there more? Yeah, there's more. Of course, there's more. Fam says, whoa. I'll read your question in your comment in 1 second, fam. Sorry, the guy came out of nowhere. So is this the only main weapon you use the rest of the game? The saber is your main weapon, but you also have plague weapons, which I've been using, and you can steal a weapon from any enemy as well. You can steal any of their weapons. And it's like a one-use, like, mega attack. This should be nothing. So, for example, if I do that and then they're down, I can take their weapon now. Now I have the axe. But it's primarily like mixing between all that, using your claw, using your primary weapons. It's neat. I like it. Okay, that's the beginning. Okay, cool. So, man, it's a lot easier. I just feel like, I don't know, somehow in the past, I just struggled so much more with some of these things. I've already done this a million times, I guess. Very nice. Okay, so I did do all that. I went up here. Then this is where the deviation threw me up. Yeah, the saber is the weapon I will use primarily. This one right here. Yep. And then the dagger is how I parry. So yeah, you pretty much have... Those are guaranteed the same weapons you always have. But if you play it as the game intended, you'll be using the weapons of the enemies pretty often. Oh, sure. Let's go down here. See, this is where it gets really crazy with all the secrets and stuff. I want to join the circus in order to provide for my family. There's rumors floating around that some people go into the tent and never come out. They're just doing experiments. The staff member that did my health check said my body is just what they're looking for. No idea what that means, but to hell with it. That's the way to go. That's the way to do it. And now we're back to the beginning. Okay. Now we're back. Yeah, so the saber is the primary weapon. This is the weapon you're going to be using 99% of the time. But it's fine, because the combat's still really fun. I'm dropping down here. Alright. I'm lost. Can't be opened from this side. Oh, okay. That's where it loops together. I went all the way to the beginning? Jeez. We'll go back up the stairs, or the ladder. Wonder if you can find at least a different saber and dagger. I'm pretty sure you can't. But I think when you upgrade, I don't know. There's certainly like an upgrade path, but I'm fairly certain you use the same weapons. I don't remember getting a different like saber, because you can just kind of upgrade how much damage you do with them and stuff. So I don't think you do. I think you continue to keep the same exact saber and dagger, but it doesn't really feel boring. The game's too short for it to be like for you to get bored with it. It's a really small game. Why am I missing these things? These glowing items. How am I missing that? Alright, that was then the tent for the bad guy over here, right? This should be the... Well, maybe not. Gosh, I'm so mixed up still. I'll be passing a tent at some point. That's where I fought the clown dude. Yep, and then we're good. So, okay, we didn't miss hardly anything at all. Perfect. And why not? Leveling's never a bad thing. You just get talent points, which is great. Sweet. We get some energy upon deflection. That's awesome. And now we can go this way. Fam says maybe it's a drop from the enemies. Yeah, I don't know. Possibly. But there's not really enemy drops. You have to like take the weapons from them using that mechanic, like the claw mechanic. And then you can, technically you can get plague weapons, which you can use. But those are like kind of like that right there's a plague weapon I just used right there. So it could be. Alright, so now they're looking for small animals. I think they're just doing experiments on these circus folk. The armor and outfit, you never change that. No. This game's way too short for you to have any kind of like armors and stuff like that. There's only like a few main missions, and then you can do a bunch of little side missions as well, but it's a pretty short game. It's probably like a 10-15 hours max. This is a short one, for sure. Yeah, so I gotta go around. There's a lot of that where like you'll be finding the goodies from other areas. Alright. And this area starts going upstairs and yeah, up the ladder, down the ladder. It gets crazy. Yep. Okay, ladder there. That door doesn't open from this side. You need a key for that one on the other side. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can go around the outside first, and then we'll come back around the inside here in a minute. I like to stick to one level at a time if I can. Going up really is crazy. So this means it's gonna connect to a ladder up above us. You'll see a lot of those connecting regions. All right. It's just some more lore. What they call themselves Twilight. Yeah, you'll look the same to the end, but you look pretty cool. Not a lot of like weapon diversity aside from like your main weapons, but you can have a bunch of sub weapons that you can use and change. And then armor and stuff, you're gonna look the exact same. But it's not too bad. Like I say, it's pretty short, so it's not like you're like, oh man, like you know, you want to like really look different. Honestly, none of the enemy armors look that cool anyways. They're just like usually like fleshy or they're weird because they're transformed. There are some, but there's not very many that you'd be like, oh, I wish I could wear that. There's a secret pathway there, and then that's the main path they want us to go to. I think this loops us back around to that one area. Key to the market secret room. Okay, so now we at least know where that is. If I'm not mistaken, there's no fall damage, remember. We entered the Sea of Fool under the guise of helping the research team speed up their progress, but we actually hired to investigate the strange activities of the Twilight Circus. So that's the Royal Guards. They're just doing experiments, seeing what these guys are doing. They don't care nothing about these folks. Yeah, we're gonna look the same. But we look cool. Corvus looks pretty cool. That's where we just came from, so yeah, we're gonna go this way now. I know there's an enemy around here. I just saw him. Oh, there he is. Right in front of me. We'll knock this ladder down. Bro, can you like come here, please? Alright, that poison is super fast acting, and when you're inside of it, it makes it very difficult to move quickly, so we'll have to find another way around. That's a little shortcut from the beginning area, so we're going to go up. And I haven't played this game in years, so much better at it. Honestly, I sucked whenever I first played. And I wasn't using any of the mechanics, I just did saber and parry only. That was it. Oh, dude, bro. Give me your spear. So now I'll be able to use this spear, and by killing him that way, I think you get this. You get the skill shards so that I can actually unlock his plague weapon permanently, which is pretty cool. Oh gosh, it's probably, it's at least like 3-4 years old at least, and it was on Steam only. It wasn't on console for the longest. And when it finally got released on console, I tried it out and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. Alright, so we're on the other side of this. Really? She's aggro on everybody in the world. I forget how old this game is. Maybe 5. I don't know. It's been a while. It's definitely been out for a while. Okay, so we are now on the other side of this thing. We can climb down that ladder, or we can go around. Crimson Oath is currently only on PC. Okay. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I'll have to check it out when they come around. This should take us right back to the beginning, right? Fennel. These are the ingredients for your potions. You can end up crafting potions that increase your damage, and this is how we get down to the other side. Okay, so now we're here. This is not forward progression, by the way. This is just like goodies. Lore. So we have the storehouse. This is that market thing that we're looking for. We didn't get the key though. I didn't see that it gave us the key anyways, but we'll get it at some point. I remember navigating this game was pretty tough for me initially. When I first played, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes I'm better at others than navigating or paying attention. And I played this off stream, so I think I primarily at the time played on Steam Deck, and then I stopped, revisited it when it was on PlayStation, and then where we're at. All right, so I gotta get back up. Oh, whoa, big strikes. Okay, big boy. I'm dead. That guy was tough, man. So he has big strikes. That sucks. And then I did my plague weapon, but it has hyper armor. But you still get, you still receive damage. So I died. Yeah, this guy's so much easier. Why can't you be like this guy? Yeah, definitely for the best when they come to new indie devs. Steam's always a reliable starter place. I agree. I think that's a great place to start too. And that's why sometimes I tend to play the games a little bit later, because I don't have access to the same, I mean, I could technically try and run it, but I just don't really have a good setup for PC at all. And if it's not compatible with Steam Deck, then it's even worse. So I wouldn't want to play the game if it's not necessarily Steam Deck compatible, or if it's not on console because I don't think it's ready yet, and then I'd have like a bad opinion of it, unfairly. See, this guy's good to parry, but I suck at parrying him too. I don't know his moves is why. No, I shouldn't be doing that. I should be just striking like, oh my gosh, he's good. He can even parry me. Damn. Good parry. You stupid creature. No! These elites, man, they're so freaking hard. They don't play. Oh man, that guy's insane. Those guys don't play. I remember this ladder being so tall. Hey, what are you locking onto, brother? Alright. Let's kill this dude. I'm so afraid of you. It's the big, okay, and then, oh, okay. Three. Yep. Shoot! I don't know how my feather didn't work. Brother. Ugh! Last heal. How's that not working? Oh my goodness, man. Oh, alchemy enhancer and a key to the market room. Okay, good gravy. That was so fracking hard. That dude's insane. Okay. Oh no! Yeah, what the balls, man. That was insane. Can't open from this side? You'd be kidding me, right? That'd be the side to open it from. That was insane. Even only on PC, they have support for controller. Yeah, which is pretty neat. I do like that. Except, so like the fact, it's not even the keyboard and mouse thing. It's just more so like, I don't really have a good enough system, I don't think, to be able to run a lot of these games, you know? Like, I just, and also, because I use my computer so much for everything else I do for my channel, like, I'm always concerned that I'm just going to add one more thing to it, and it's just going to fry it, you know? I'm always so concerned. Maybe I don't take fall damage. Oh, balls. Yeah, because usually when I play on PC, I use my Xbox controller. It's very rare when I play on PC. I typically only ever did like indie games or something, you know? Something that's really small, not very tough on the computer. Alright. How do I get to that market area? Who the hell are you? Emerald! Corvus, do you remember me? Probably not. I'm Emerald. I also have a little credit for your presence in this world. You have unlimited potential. Maybe we should see this conversation as an opportunity. Corvus, do you have something you want to ask? I guess not. I have to just leave. That's weird. Okay. What is your purpose, lady? I don't remember her at all. I actually don't remember her in the slightest. I thought there was just items back here. Alright, never mind, okay. So the market did nothing. Not right now, anyways. This is where we fought the spear dude. And we'll just come back over here. See if we can... Get wrecked, crazy lady. Alright, we've got an item over there that I have no clue I missed. Maybe it just takes a little bit for it to spawn in. Is that what's happening? I'm just moving too fast? That's what's happening. Dropping down, but it's fine. Me iframes? Very nice, okay. Oh, that's the little sound. Okay, I've heard that sound many times. It's the crystals drop. Okay. Now I get it. She won't, I can't lock onto her. Oh my gosh. I don't really know where I'm at. That guy looks strong. This is like a whole different area. Hopefully this loops back. By dropping down, I went to an entirely different region. Even though Odor is extremely popular, the upper drill, he still cares about the Sea of Trees. Okay, good. So he's like a good dude. He's tough though. He's a really fun boss fight. Please? It doesn't open. Fine. Fine then. Alright, so take out this guy. It's tanky as hell. Four. 5 hits, okay. Oh gosh. my. It's insane, man. The game's graphic, for the look of it, is not that crazy in comparison to the game. I think the game looks more demanding than Crimson Oath. Really? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty smooth. I mean, it looks nice. I think it looks nice. For an indie little game, I think it looks fine. I'm never really big on graphics. Like, I'm pretty forgiving when it comes to graphics. There can be games that, like, don't look the best, but if they play good, that's more important. I don't really mind visuals so much. I love when they look good, but if they don't, like if it's a weird art style, so I'm fine with that. It usually doesn't bother me much. Jason says, wait till you get to the first main boss. Oh, I've beat this game before. I have never done it on stream. It's been years. Do you know when this game came out? I'm trying to remember, but it's been years, and I only play on console, so I primarily play on console, so I do not recall. But it's at least like 4 to 5 years old, right? But yeah, I've beaten this entire game before. Not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too hard. Not as long as you like actually use all the mechanics, you know. But I was really stubborn when I played it. I was really just relying on 100% parries and not dodging at all, and so I died a lot. For my pride. Alright, they keep moving the buckets around. It may run fine on your Steam Deck. Okay. I could always try. But right now I am trying to reduce the amount of purchases I make so that I can focus on my wife's birthday and stuff. I got her shit's coming up this weekend, so we're just trying to have some fun, and I want to be able to be in a good spot to be able to treat her, all that stuff, because I don't want to be like, oh, I gotta buy these games. The life of a content creator, I tell you. It's not rich. That one. We could go this way. We will go ahead and level. I'm all about damage. We can do one of those though. And then we get our talents. So there you go. We want that sexy saber damage. That's good too, honestly, but let's just double check on the, I really like doing the reflection stuff. And then we'll go for more saber, and then we go for some dodge, and then we go for claw, and then we'll go to strategies before long. Strategies is pretty cool. We can unlock all these plague weapons, which is so cool. We'll go ahead and do that just for fun. I really like the axe. It's just so good. I think I even have enough to potentially upgrade it, right? Maybe not. There you go. But yeah, you can continue kind of farming if you would, and that allows you to upgrade these, reduce energy costs, increase damage, all that stuff. So it's really fun. As a matter of fact, this, oh, then this is the spear. That's really good too. That spear is really good. But this axe is, I like the move. Potions, let's see, I did get, I could technically increase the number of potions, I could increase the health recovery, which wouldn't hurt either. Or I can increase a slot and then we can start doing some fun stuff. Maybe do a little bit more recovery. Nah, let's do one more. I like the number. That keeps me busy. And then I can do this and then this. What is it? What do you want me to do? You want to increase your damage, damn it. Let's do it. Jason says it released in 2022. Okay, so 4 years ago. Excellent. $10 and currently 20% sale. Oh, that's pretty cheap. I thought Crimson Oath was going to be like a $30 or $40 game. Jason says this is a fun game with difficulty spikes, but it's pretty short. Yeah, it is. It's short and sweet in my opinion. Oh crap. to me, it's short and sweet enough because, like we were talking about with fam earlier, you don't have, this is the shortcut, you don't have a lot of variety in armor or anything like that. You don't have any, and you don't have any other, aside from these weapons, you know, these are the weapons you're going to keep. So you can use your plague weapons and things like that, but I think that's for the game not to have diversity with like main weapon and things like that, and no difference in armor, looks, whatever, then it's a good length. And not to mention the side quests. I mean, there's tons of side quests. It's an indie game, that makes sense. That explains the price. Sometimes indie games can be expensive though. The Twilight Circus reached its peak after Odor joined. Yeah, Odor is kind of interesting. Jason says, hey man, do you know about the Relic the First Guardian coming out in a few months? I think the game's going to be Sleeper. I was going to play it in May 26th. That was actually the game I was going to feature for this month. Instead of, I've just kind of resorted to like more obscure indie titles. I don't think this is not the boss. Yeah, this is just an elite enemy. She's a real pain in the ass, dude. I used to remember her moveset. But yeah, I know all about it. I wanted to play it. It won't come out until when? August, I think? Is that an August thing now? But I will be featuring on the channel. I don't know if you, I'm assuming you're new. Normally I know everybody in chat, so, but yeah, I'm a full-time creator since 2021. I do a lot of Souls-likes, challenge runs, things like that, so, that's kind of my thing. Souls, and then I have a main channel where I do lore. This is my smaller channel where I just do streams and sometimes guides and things like that, but yeah, I love games like this, and Relic the First Guardian looked right up my alley, honestly. But they delayed it, and I was so shocked, because I was like really excited about having a game in May to cover. Oh, she's dead. But yeah, that was always something I was really looking forward to, honestly, but no worries. But Relic the First Guardian is going to be fantastic, I think. Looks amazing. Where did I come from? I came from here, okay. We need to remember from the save point we also have the elevator among other paths, so that's the dead end. Well, that's it then, huh? There's an elite enemy we could defeat there. Because that should be nothing but the dead end, right? Damn, the Surge 2 has been out 7 years. Surge 2 has been out 7 years, so how long has the first Surge been out? Because that is one of my favorite non-FromSoft Souls-likes. So if the Surge 2 has been out 7, the first Surge has probably been out 10 or 11 years, right? At least. That's the shortcut from that side. Oh, balls. I wasn't paying attention at all, dude. I wasn't paying attention at all, man. It got pushed back to September, and that's a shite month to release your game in whenever you have not only Phantom Blade Zero, which is probably going to be Game of the Year, plus Wolverine launching at the same time. That's a pretty poor decision. They should have released it in August. And not to mention, you know, I'm looking forward to playing Lords of the Fallen, which I hope is pushed back to 2027, and then Mortal Shell 2. These are all games that I feel like are going to be fantastic, but if they all have overlapping releases, I mean, I swear, they all love launching games on the same date. And if they do that crap and everything comes out in September, that's going to just drive me nuts, man. Because it's just me, and I have to cover all the games and everything, so it's like, it's really hard to do, you know, unless you get them early, which, you know, you got to be in talks already at that point, so it's like, oh man, it's not likely. So yeah, almost a decade, wow. Yeah, the Surge is just, that was just phenomenal. One of my favorite theories I've ever done is on the Surge. Okay, so that's nothing. Let's go up here, I guess. You know, I should have just gone ahead and replenished my heals, since we're gonna go to a new area. Everything else has now connected, so that's good. Flying daggers, cool. I've never used these. Oh wow, look at that. It's got a nice little combo to it as well. We could get increased efficacy or efficiency of our potion too, but it's fine. Yeah, so it got pushed back to September. That is terrible, man. That actually sucks because, well, this is the boss. Because you have Phantom Blade Zero, which is probably going to be Game of the Year. And you have Wolverine a week later. You still don't have a release date for Onimusha. We don't have a release date for Mortal Shell 2. We don't have a release date for Lords of the Fallen 2. Those are all games I'm going to be covering, you know? So it's like, guys, can we figure out when you want to release your damn games, please? They need to figure that out. This boss is a pain in the ass. If the Western gamers and journalists forget that it's Chinese made, fam, then yes. But as soon as they realize it's made by a Chinese dev, then they will not. It will not be Game of the Year. It'll be cheated out of it, just like Black Myth Wukong was before it. Crimson Desert, once they realize it'll get something, but it won't get anything like Game of the Year because the way it was received at launch, and then once they figure out Pearl Abyss is Korean, yeah, not a chance. Not a chance. Well, not to say I don't think that way, but our simplistic Western journalists do. The gaming journalists. There are no gamers amongst that lot. Alright, everybody be quiet. Let's watch. I'm just kidding. This is cool, though. This is cool. Fam, you read my mind. You said what I was thinking. It'll probably be Astrobot 3 or Grand Theft Auto 17. When a red light appears, they will perform an ultimate attack that cannot be deflected, dodged, or interrupted. Instead, Corvus must avoid the ultimate attack's range. I don't remember his moves. That was painful. The claw is going to be important to upgrade so you can actually do combos with it and you can take out a bunch of the wounds. Damn, dude. That was painful. Now the real fight begins. Ow. God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Blood of Dawnwalker and Marvel's Wolverine is in September. Yeah. Yeah, there's too many games releasing all at once, so it'll be interesting for me to... I can cover them, but streaming them all and beating them all in some challenge run capacity, probably not gonna be able to happen with all that happening at once. Phantom Blade will be priority over all else. And then, of course, Lords of the Fallen 2, then Onimusha, then Mortal Shell in that order. But yeah, I'll be playing Wolverine too, but... yeah, I don't know. It's too many games, too little time. Stranger Than Heaven also announced this winter. Not sure which months just yet, but the end of the year is stacked. Yeah, as it always is. As it always is. Oh man, alright, this dude looks amazing. How's his No! I need to be able to do that claw combo because I'm just not able to get him while has time to heal. He's retreating like that. Ow. I'm dead. I think I'm dead, right? Yep. He got me. Stranger than heaven. That's gonna be interesting. Ayush says, just completed a Black Myth Wukong watching him play through. You're awesome. Thank you so much. You're awesome, my friend. I'm glad you're able to complete it, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, the best way to show thanks, especially since I'm a full-time creator, is just subscribing and checking in every once in a while, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Saber damage. Let's see. I need to look at what this claw stuff is. Yeah, this is what I need. Okay, so we are going to remove one of these. Yeah, that's important. Good thing you can respect talents very easily. Let's do it, guys. Let's beat this brother. Ow, ow. No. Memory interrupted. That as well. I just realized. Hold on 1 second. That's so weird. I could see a purple line. It was the backdrop coming back through. So there's like, it must have, I don't know how, but if it's a straight, perfect rectangle, I don't know how it's like cutting off some images on some side and not others, but whatever. Tried to fix it. I can't do it. It's like pixel perfect. Come on, oh dear. Damn, I'm missing all my blocks, man. Milka Rosa says, man, Thymesia is hard. It's not so bad. It's actually really good. Beast of Reincarnation, August 4th. That's correct. That's correct, Jason. We'll be checking that one out too. The only thing that I'm not like, oh my gosh about is like, you know, the dog seems to have like turn-based type combat, whereas, you know, so it's like you're managing two different types. That's pretty interesting. I hope it's a lot less A lot more dynamic combat, a lot less like turn-based, you know, kind of style, because the game world looks amazing, and if the combat is on point, it's going to be fantastic. What's up, Milka? Milka Rosa. Oh, so if you miss your first parry, you're going to miss all of them then. Because like, I have the timing down. That's his Sekiro move. Just letting him heal. Not to mention, we still have a whole nother phase. That delay gets me every time. Not today, fool. Wizards only, fools. Milka says, I stopped at this boss. This is the first boss. Why did he stop at the first boss? Ah, I thought I had him. I thought I interrupted that. Milka says Thymesia is hard. Oh yeah, talking about indie souls. Did you try 9 souls? I haven't tried 9 souls, but apparently it's got like a really excellent parry system and things like that. Milka says I stopped at this boss. Well, technically this was the first boss after that tutorial when bodied me. Yes, he is quite the bodier. That's your obligatory soul's death though. So you gotta just embrace that. You were gonna die there anyways. Even I died there. You can beat them. You can actually beat them. You get an item and stuff, but it's expected for you to die there. You fight him later on. Alright, let's not use any heals. That's a faster 3-hit combo then, okay. Lovely. That delay gets me every freaking time. Too easy. Get out of here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, that was sick. I don't remember that. How dare you? Dude's awesome. No! I died. How many phases? This one only has 2 phases that I remember. I haven't played this in years, so... Oh, he's got 2 phases. Damn it, that was so good. That was, like, super sexy. Oh, what a mess. Okay. The timing for the delay is what sucks. 2 present by the dots next to the health bar. Oh, okay. You're so smart, fam. Fam notices, like, these details I'll never see. The fact that you need to hit them twice is insane. Well, you gotta hit them to wound them, and then you gotta finish off the wound, right? I don't mind that mechanic. Not too much. I think it's fine. It makes you change up your attacks. Oh, the 2 dots. Yep, you're right. That's the fast 3-hit combo. That's the fast one again that got me. But I missed the first parry, so... That's the slow one. Slow one again. That's the fast one. So close. So close. Yeah, leave it to fam to find out stuff like that. I would never. How about balls? That was insane. I win. Oh my gosh. Oder, you silly bastard. You can't beat me. I'm the Inhuman one. Like in Crimson Desert, the boss has 2 phases, the health bar is blue. Yeah. Yeah, I just wasn't paying it. You know me, man. I never pay attention when I need to. Alright, let's talk to what's her teats. Ice to me. Ice means, is this all that has happened? Yes, is everything I can remember? No, there seems to be something I cannot recall. I don't know. What do I say? This is pretty much saying, like, can I leave the level or not? Watch. Yeah. This would be like, there's something else. That's cool. W. W, as they say in the South. W. W. Double V in Spanish. Or W. W. We're in Philosopher's Hill yet again. We got the long-lasting potion. This can be equipped in the potion menu. Longer potion using time, recover over a period of time 150% healing effectiveness. Yeah, you do get different heals. Are you ready to recall? Hold on a sec, because I think as I start kicking the ass of my memories, I can go to other places. Thanks, Rosa. Rosa. That's nothing. Maybe it's just too soon. But you can, if I'm not mistaken, when you come back in here, you start finding more things. Plague weapon. Oh, okay, this is my workshops. Okay. Let's go recall some more. So now you could do subquest 1 and 2, right? Or you go straight to the Royal Garden. We'll do Royal Garden for now, and then we'll end up going back and doing the subquests, but for the sake of progression, let's at least do some of the main quest stuff, and then we'll come back and do the subquest. Well, what do you guys think? You guys let me know what you think. Should we do the subquests first, or do we do the main quest? I don't care either way. But I must know what you guys want to see. Interesting. It's on you, planning your schedule. We'll do main quest then. We'll do main quest. That way, worst case scenario, if we don't end up beating the game by the weekend, before the weekend, like we can beat the main quest to get the bad ending, and we still have like at least seen the game. Yeah. Miasma. That's so cool. Really, really cool plague weapon stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue then. We'll continue with this one then. No idea. I'm currently playing it blind. Oh, nice. Milka Rosa. Don't give up. You can beat Odor. I know you can. No, you can. Okay, well, that guy's like way more skilled. This dude. Oh, what the ball. Somebody off-screen shot. That's nice. Whee. You come to me. You take Trevor. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. The first enemy? Dude, good gravy. Like, what is happening? Why are they so strong? Shield. We get a shield. I'm learning from you. You know what? Then we might need to just go back and do the sub. But we'll see how far we can get in this. Well, since we're progressing it, we'll have to beat it. So let's just move on, and then we'll go back to the sub quest. So we'll do main quest, and then we'll do the sub quest for the first 2 regions. That's how you get the true ending, by the way. Wow, they have so many like counters to my counters. I can't focus on it though. I have a lot on my plate. A lot of games or just life stuff. The games on your plate or like real life things on your plate? Yeah, that's probably why the subquest is there for a reason, for sure. The subquests are certainly there so you can get more items, you can level up more, and of course obtain the true ending. The Royal Garden is Hermes' treasure trove of knowledge, whose greenhouse and library are filled with an abundance of documents. The knowledge contained here is the most precious on the entire continent. In order to protect those valuable materials, the garden's patrolled by several platoons of heavy guards, whose captains are elite warriors. You're actually going to see that library that we were running in yesterday's stream, just because we were just like, I just gave up on Crystalla. Oh, you're doing your games to know. That's right. You're doing your Kazan playthrough as well. That's right. I forgot about that. That's right. No hit. Osa. No hit Milka. Son of a mother. Man, dude, we're getting screwed up. I got like no health left. And I thought there was a pathway somewhere around here. Oh, this is the pathway. I came left. Yeah, okay. I forgot. You do your no-hit things. I used to do no-hit boss fights when I was doing my lore on any boss in any game, and I realized that nobody even noticed I was doing no-hit, and it was just taking me hundreds of attempts to do for nothing. Now I'm like, you know what? You guys can watch the basic run then. Rankus, the stamina drinker, is currently a pain in the ass for me. Then it'll be Maluka. Rankus. Rankus is the... He's like he looks like a gray main, right? Like, you know, for lack of a better term. He's the one that has the cannon, if I'm not mistaken. He was annoying, if that's the guy. He wasn't bad though. He had a lot of he could easily be parried. He telegraphed so hard, you could parry the mess out of that guy. So we have a red enemy here. I'm gonna knock this down. Yeah, I've always thought this game was pretty fun. I enjoy it. It's well made. Alright, brother. Oh my gosh. What is your combo, fool? Ah, he hyper, yeah. He got through. Yeah, the cannon, the flamethrower dude. Yeah, that dude sucks. Actually, he wasn't that hard. But Maluka, his second phase, man, it shocked me. I didn't think we were gonna go all samurai, you know, that was pretty interesting. Oh my gosh! I died. We'll do the subquest just so I can get through more. I could struggle through this, or we could be smart about it. Let's be smart about it. There's no rush. The game is not too long anyways. Even with subquests, we should be able to beat it. I might throw in an extra hour or something so we can do that. We lost a day, unfortunately, to Kostala because it was just broken. Broken yesterday. It was not playing right. Come here. Ice me. Let's go here then. Because I suck at the game. I have to do the game as intended. I'm just kidding. I don't feel like struggling through. Like I could... And I'm like, I don't skip enemies really, so it's like I would be fighting the same difficult enemies, and I'm getting punished enough to where it's actually causing me to die a lot. So I'm like, okay, let's take it easy. You typically have like little objectives on these subquests, and I don't know what the objective is for this one, but it's pause menu or something. Oh, gross. Oh, balls. Oh, Shinto. Do you always go back to the first shrine if you didn't finish the area in one sitting? Yes, like each beacon, like each of the little checkpoints, you'll go right back. There's only ever like 2 beacons, period, you know? Shortcuts were opened though. If you leave an area and you don't finish, and you like actually cease the recall, then yeah, you lose all progress in the level. But if you like are trying to complete the level and you just don't do it in one sitting, like you have to turn off the game because you got to go eat or something, when you come back, you'll be at the last beacon you rested at. These monsters, these so-called monsters, have more vitality. All these Souls-likes make me miss Liza P. Yeah, Liza P is fantastic, but I just don't really have a reason to go back to it. There's really nothing that I haven't done that I want to do on it either, so it's like, I'm just ready for, I mean, I'd say new content or new, you know, I know they're working on the sequel now and stuff, but it's like, I don't know, I just can't, right now I don't have a reason to go back to it, even though I love the game. It's certainly my favorite non-FromSoft Souls-like, but I don't have a reason to revisit it just yet. The DLC was nice, but I you know, I didn't want to spam that so much. And we did our bow playthrough, we did our gun playthrough, we did all the fun, our Legion Arm playthrough. We got it, I think we got it out of our system. I'm gonna die. I died because I was so stuck on this fool right here. But how you doing, Phantom? Hope you're doing fantastic. It's just that run back plus enemies is inconvenient. Yeah, I agree. The run back is indeed punishing, you know? They don't take that lightly. Their little run backs. Okay, there you go. Oh, hey there. It's not very nice. We don't do that to our friends, do we? But yeah, it's a little, I mean, it's punishing, but I mean, think of like, you know, kind of standard, typical Souls-like behavior, right? Super punishing. You shouldn't have died here. Why'd you die in this game, damn it? That's what they're saying. You don't die in our games. But no, it's pretty standard. It's I'd say quite traditional, where it's a little bit more punishing. But yeah, Liza P it's fantastic, but I just don't have a reason to go back to it. It's really good, but I don't know. I'm not really big on, like, I have to take a decent amount of time and then revisit a game, because all the Souls-likes eventually, to me, like the new game plus cycles, whatever, it's all kind of repetitive. Like, I mean, duh, right? But the replayability for Souls-likes, I don't know. I just don't. I have to bounce between them because I can't play the same Souls-like over and over and over again. I get bored way too easy. That's why I have to do challenge runs to spice it up. Otherwise, I you know, just doing the game as kind of like a standard playthrough each time. Yikes! I couldn't do it. Is this? Yeah, got it. We have returned. But no, as much as I love certain games, it's hard for me to just replay them just without some sort of spice. Whoa, brother, hold on. That's the girl. Sister. Dun, 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 dun. Get out of here. Wah! That's not cool. She got me because I was reading. They punish education in this. You shall not have knowledge. Yeah, some streamers are just stuck to one game. Oh, they do that because it's easy to build a community around that, and it's just better business, honestly. And then you can branch out slowly. But if I wanted to do something that I'm gonna be miserable at, I might as well just go back to the workforce. If I want to do so, I want to get paid doing what I love all the time, you know. So I just refuse to punish myself just for some extra dollars, you know. I don't know. Money is not a big motivational factor for me. How do I miss the third one every time? Like, what is there a different timing, or am I just dumb, or like what is that? Yeah, but playing one game is great in terms of like a business sense when you're trying to build a community and stuff. One genre is also good, but it's a little bit less, a little bit more risky, I should say. There's so much science to all this stuff, and the more you know, like it's great, but it doesn't really change the way I kind of handle or run my business, if you will. It could definitely be better, but I just want to enjoy things, and I want to actually, I don't know, I just want to make it where it's very, I don't know, enjoyable, happy. I'm just at a point in my life where I just want peace. Okay, so we came from there. That's the little chair. Fam, have a great night. Milko Rosa says see ya, and Walter says night fam. Walter's a lurker. I love that. Walter's my lurker. But yeah, sticking with a handful of genres has been nice. It works for me. It gives me the spice and variety I need, and then also it's consistent enough so that for you guys, you kind of know what to expect. But I'm gonna add more genres and stuff, honestly, because I'm not like a variety streamer. Like, that's another thing too. But I do like other genres that I'd like to start featuring on the channel. What the heck is this dude? What did you eat? He's a monster. Voskov over on, I think, Kick has followed. Thank you, sir. Walters, I'm here, but work's starting to get busy again. Not a huge deal. I'm in the background. I love when you lurk. That's like the best. Okay. Well, obviously I prefer when you're chatting because it's just fun to chat with you, but I can always count on you lurking, which is awesome. You know, I don't know the purpose of this mission. I think it's collecting memories or something. I don't remember. Let's see. Is there like a thing I'm supposed to do here? It doesn't really say. Okay, so whatever. I'm just gonna beat everybody I see then and collect every item. Collect the shinies. Can't believe he actually hit me. I tried to parry that. I'm gonna go ahead and heal for safety just in case they throw an elite enemy at my butt. Like so. That dude on a very close... That's not very... Oh, you fool. You fall down. Well, that gives me a moment of respite. We could go down there, we could go die to these two idiots, right? I pick this. Oh, we didn't die. That's insane. We survived. Wait, what? Why do I hear footsteps? I hear Big Brother over there. Hold on, what? I'm so mixed up. Oh. I swear I read that lore. Oh, and then I dropped down there, right? Hold on, now I'm so confused. I think I was like, yeah, come down here. Yeah, I did that. So dropping down here is okay, right? And there should be some brothers over here. There's that, and then there's... this path, which used to lead to the very beginning, but I don't think I can get here safely. Let me see. Can't even hit that. We don't hit... Okay, can I hit that? Nope. I was getting poisoned. How about you? Come here, big boy. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I'm not timing those interruptions at all. This is on PS5, it's also on Steam, also on Xbox, I think, too. Spooky Molder, how you doing, brother? I didn't know that was you. I couldn't see the name. It's blue, and it's really hard for me to see for some reason. Gotcha, fool. I win. Hiya! Clown Man's dead. We get an alchemy enhancer which can further improve our heals, which is part of the reason why you do want to do the side quests, obviously, but me being impatient was just to my detriment. Alright, we got notes. More notes. So obviously, as we know, they're experimenting on the on the circus folk, like they do in real life. Let's see if we can go over here. Oh, there's gotta be a way for me to hit this, right? There you go. That didn't seem correct, but that's fine. Yeah. Crazy ladies, crazy. Oh, okay. Not kind. Direct. What is this? No, no, no. I want to keep searching, please. So Milka says, oh, just watch Mortal Kombat 2. Is it already out? This was the direct continuation from the 2021. Oh, cool. I didn't know it was even out yet. Yeah, I enjoyed it was pretty funny. So what I did is, because my family wanted to see it, and it was during COVID or whatever, and it was still like, you know, things were pretty shaky still, whatever. Over here you can easily like rent out a theater. It's really easy to do. It's not like, oh my god, you just rent it out, and it was just us, and we snuck in our own snacks and everything. It was tons of fun. But it was cool because we got to see that movie, and then it was just nice time. Whoa, whistleblower records. A friend of mine worked for the circus before. After being injected with a strange medicine, he was taken to a large tent. The tent was full of buckets and caged animals. His work was to inject animals with some substance and put them in buckets. As the compensation was really good, he did the job several times, then one day he never returned. So I'm assuming that's it, right? I've gone and got everything. It's already out? Nice. I'll have to check it out then. I enjoyed I say the first one, obviously the one in 2021 like you mentioned. It was fun. It was fun. That little platform with the dead body looks really conspicuous, but I'm not going to risk dying. Slayer says, what's up again? What's up, Slayer? Slayer's my dude, man. I'm glad he came in. I know you're busy, but I really appreciate you coming back. Milka and Walter and Spooky Molder, they've been keeping me company. I'll say yes. I assume that's correct. But yeah, I'll have to check it out. Hey, Rosa, good to see you, Sis Slayer. Slaya Milka. Nice to meet. Walter says, last time I seen MK2 was back in 1993 when it originally released. Yes. Those were the really corny 90s versions, which were amazing. Those were epic. Oh. Find Odor's construction notebook. And all we had to do is destroy the cyst here. Okay. It shall be done. It shall be done. Yeah, Mortal Kombat, those are always funny movies. It was cool because, you know, that's back when like the adaptations of the movies were guaranteed to be bad, but you just had to like appreciate the fact that it existed, you know? They were so bad they were good. Like such memorable sequences. I mean like scenes, I guess. I don't know why I said sequence. That's the shortcut to the end. We need to find Odor's notebook. Walter says, I watched it so much I was starting to memorize it. Oh, same. I enjoyed 2 because it introduced new characters, like it introduced, at the time, Reptile, which was my favorite. But the first one I'd say is a better movie for sure. Now my thing is that's poison, so where's my safe way out? Here, I guess. Where's the cyst? There's a big one. Oh my gosh. Crap. Oh crap. Oh my gosh, I am awesome. I think there's always a little bit of campiness and corniness for sure, and I kind of appreciate that actually because it's almost like nostalgic. They kept some of the corny. Yeah, they have to, especially with Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage is a freaking cornball. He is so corny. You're like, ugh, I hated him in the game. So freaking corny. But I always like playing as the ninjas. Slay says, yeah, I had a few things to take care of. Didn't realize my plates are expired. My stupid development threatened to have my car towed, so I have to take care of that now. That's so dumb, man. Like, they need to calm down. It's like they find any reason to fine you. It's like, are they getting kickbacks from that or something? Like, what is the incentive? No one cares that much unless they get paid. So, like, who's paying these idiots to check and see if you have good tags? It's a joke. Like, nobody cares. Nobody actually cares. I don't know why they pretend. Where's the cyst, man? I don't see it. Oh, bad Slayer. The low blow on Goro was hilarious. Oh, yeah. Dude, but his nuts were so hard that it hurt his hand. Like, that was insane. I'm like, dang. Can you imagine that it hurt his hand? Exactly. Yeah, but the nuts. His nuts were hard, and that's crazy. Walter, I had to renew my license myself. I had forgotten all about it, and usually I get it noticed via email, but I didn't get it last year. Last thing I have to do is renew my passport. Nice. Yeah, tomorrow I have something to do, so just so you guys know, my stream will be in the evening. I have an appointment tomorrow that's going to kind of bleed over, I think. And then in January, I have something I got to take care of. It's kind of a bigger thing. But I'm going to be out for like 2 weeks, guys. From like the 9th to like, I forget when exactly, but I'll be out of commission for a little bit. But I'll be having other content, just not live content, because I won't be able to. But anyways, I hope you guys understand. But June will be kind of weird for that reason. That was impossible. we got the alchemy enhancer at least, which that makes me happy. That was a very funny scene as well. Yeah, it was hilarious. He's like, ow. I know, right? Were his stones made of stones? Yes. Tari Dev says, looks nice. Thank you. Oh, you're talking about the game, sorry. You're talking about my beard. Yeah, the game's okay. No, this game's awesome. It's called Thymesia. Souls-like that came out in 2022. I beat it several years ago. Not on stream though, so I like to feature all Souls-likes, obscure or otherwise, on stream. So this is what's happening. I get it, Inhuman. You gotta do what you gotta. Yeah, I'll be out for like two weeks in June, unfortunately, but I hope that doesn't. I can see you guys upon my return, but I will be putting content out on the channels just in a limited capacity because I'm just not gonna be in the best shape. Got some things to take care of. Ray-Bans. That's funny. Ray-Bans are making a comeback. I haven't checked on Little Bit, and he's been really good. So I'm gonna go check on him real quick, and I'm gonna take a quick restroom break, and then I'll be right back to finish this up, guys. Okay? Bear with me. There he is. He's whiny today. Are you whiny? So Walter says, what is your plan after this game? I remember you saying that some games got delayed. Are you maybe going to do some replay of another game or maybe try another indie game? Oh, what are you so crunchy for, Papa? Huh? He's so mad because he's been in his room a lot today. I'm sorry. He can't be out all the time. I will most likely do another indie game until like August, whenever Beast of Reincarnation comes out. So very likely gonna just continue doing indie Souls games until a big game comes out. I wanted to play Gothic, and I have something featured for that for you guys, scheduled anyways for you guys. But the only problem is I'm gonna be out. So I'll be out that 2 weeks. So the week after Gothic comes out, those 2 weeks following, I'm not gonna be able to stream. So I wouldn't be, I won't be able to cover that game because I'm not gonna be able to make new content. I'm scheduling as much content as I can now for that 2 week period, so I won't really be able to make content during that time. So I will be revisiting. Walter says, Milka Rosa, that may be the case. With the economy, though, they might want to keep the prices in check. They might, Rosa, though. I feel like a lot of people here will wear them, but I live in Florida, so... Oh, I thought you were in New York, brother. I forget, because you are an hour ahead. Never mind. But New York would have been an hour ahead, too. I'm too old to pay more than $20 for sunglasses. Yeah, I look so amazing in aviators. I just want to say that. I'm going to get me some aviators for the summer. Yeah. They just make me look so cool. Humble brag. Here's my little baby. Here's my little baby. Why are you so moody? What is wrong with you? Are you a little butthurt or what? No, he looks good. I'll give you a bath in a few days. It can be fresh again. What's the matter? Huh? I didn't even pee yet, guys. I just got distracted with my little man. I'm gonna take him back, make sure he's good, and then I'm gonna come back and but let me read chat real quick. The true star of the show. That's right. It's my little guy. Oh gosh, I am gonna watch the new movie. I'm certainly going to. Milka must be getting kickbacks for that. Watch the Mortal Kombat movie. The brutal fatalities are on point. I can't wait. I moved here from New York and oh, okay, I'm an idiot. I knew New York was in your past though. I forget. Maybe you said Florida before. I just know you're in the Eastern time zone. I know that much. Okay. Sorry, he's getting pissed. I'll be right back. Say bye. Okay. He's good. Gosh, man, I had so much water. I'm sorry. I was peeing for like a minute straight. It was amazing. Okay. Let's go back and kick some butt. Watch the 2021 to refresh your memory. Oh, I saw it not too long ago, actually. It was really good. It was on HBO for the longest, and I watched all the animated ones during that time as well. I'm gonna be honest, since I got up to pee, I don't know where the hell I'm at. Used to play in arcades, take nice. Millennial, Slay asks if Rosa's a millennial. The toasty. And he's like, toasty. Okay, what? I'm so confused. My gosh. That's what I get for peeing. It's for listening to my body's needs. I get punished. Oh yeah, never mind, our map. How come I can't open this? Not sure which generation I belong to. Oh, cool. Either X or Y, I'm sure. Y is millennial. I feel like if I jump down there, I'm dead, right? We got some fools up here. Are you alive? No. Okay, not anymore. Oh, son of a... You teat monger. Okay, got him. Need him, got him, need him. You're making me feel old. I'm not saying that's old at all. You're a millennial. You're totally a millennial then. In that case. Yeah, it'd be like 81 or 2, I think, for the Gen X. Gen Y is millennial. I'm so confused. I don't know if there's fall damage. I haven't taken any yet, but it's probably a good sign. Oh, that's so fast, man. I've not been able to counteract that. Each of the times he's done that. You fool. Almost said a bad word. Dies! Life starts at 40, Slayer. Things get all messed up with the categories. I normally say in this 1980s, says Walter. I don't normally say boomer or whatever they call it, the 1970s and 80s. Yeah, I forget too. Gosh, I don't remember. There's so many different generations, and it's like not even like proper like breakdowns, you know what I'm saying? Like the separation of the years is so weird. It's like 83 to whatever. It doesn't feel much different from my 30s, if I'm being honest. Says Slayer. That's funny. Yeah, I think it's more just, are you healthy? Are you in a good state of mind? What's your perspective on life, you know? You keep making the same mistakes you made in your 20s and stuff, though, as you get older. Yeah, you're going to feel really old because you're going to be full of regrets. But if you learn from some of those mistakes, not even all of them, just some of them, you're better. You're better off than most, I would say. Where's Older's stuff? Okay. Of course it doesn't know. On this side? Uh-oh. When the music gets all crazy, you know you're in for a fight, right? I'm gonna die. Might as well YOLO it, right? Nope, that didn't work. The YOLO method did not work. I don't even know where I'm at. I think I've only activated a single frackin' save point too. Oops. Oh, yeah, well, that's not gonna work. Lovely. I'm missing slightly more hair than 10 years ago. Oh, there's a brother behind me. It's a tough one! There's two? Brah. Hold on, brah. Ow. These dudes probably leash forever, right? I can taste it. Oh, my face. Mother pearl. It's this idiot, not even the strong one. It's the weak one that's pissing me off. Okay. Whew. I killed like 50 of them in one little thing. That's a lot. I'm not close to being bald by any means, but still thinning out a bit, yeah. Yay. Alright, let's see where this takes us. Probably not where we need to go, but it's fine. This is fine. Open. And this shouldn't open, right? That's where we killed Oder. Wish like his blood trail would lead us where we need to go or something. That'd be cool. Kind of brute force that one. That was not smart. I do not advise doing that. That was dumb. But it worked. Worked for me. Oh, balls. I'm gonna have to heal again. We got the crazy lady inside, right? If I'm not mistaken. Man, that is like one of the most satisfying sounds you'll hear in gaming. Ka-ching! It's like a Demon Souls parry. For when those land, there's no better sound. Oh, okay, cool. But open from this side. Oh, that's... Okay, we're good. Now we gotta go up and die to that guy, but... it's okay because we're super close to him now. Get wrecked. Don't feel bad, Slayer. Jack's completely bald. That's hilarious. I don't know who Jack is. It's funny. Brother. Shinto. Oh, whatever. Not today. All that fancy stuff. Give me my elixir, man. What's the best build in this game, Inhuman? So when it comes to builds, you know, the RPG aspects of it aren't necessarily in the attributes that you level. So it's not going to be in the attributes that are above me, right? It's going to be more so in your talents. So... honestly, when it comes to talents, I'll show you what I unlocked, and it's just a matter of preference, right? So if you prefer to dodge, then I encourage you to spend your points more in the dodge tree, whereas parrying and deflection, all those other trees can be rewarding as well if that's the kind of playstyle you go for. But if you play Kazan, you're probably, I'd imagine, decent at deflecting or parrying, so you have those options too. I'll show you what I unlocked, but when it comes to a build, everybody uses the same weapon. minus you can choose your secondary plague weapon, right? That's fine. But ultimately, the difference comes in what you focus on from a defensive measure. So are you going for dodge or deflection or whatever? And then it kind of just goes from there. So not so in depth in terms of builds or diversity in that regard, but there's still options, you know? I'll show you what I do. I'm very simple. When I'm playing and I'm not doing a guide, like the manner in which I play and the way I level and things like that is vastly different from if I'm showing you something because I want you to learn like the game and get the most out of it. So a lot of times what I do is not what I advise. But when I am doing like proper guides and stuff, I keep that in mind, like how differently I play versus how most people play. So I think it's important to keep that in mind, because yeah, I just go for like high skill, high risk, high reward stuff. I don't care about defense or anything like that for the most part, but I think you should. I just don't. Tales of folk. Folk tales, maybe. Tales of folk. Oh, of course, I heard somebody. Really, sir? Gosh. Meanie. That's a vicious enemy in Inhuman. Yeah, he was kind of... Did you see that stab attack at the very end before I killed him? Like, I was like, what are you mad about? Like, what is your damage, dude? What was his trauma? Slay says, I'm a parry master myself, but I'll dodge sometimes depending on the time. Same, yeah. Absolutely. Ah, of course. Got one of the more difficult ones. I need to find... Okay, this is... It's getting some free health along the way. Now I'm going to be trapped here, which is fine. 2, 3... We traded, but I win. I did unlock the parry all the way. Nice. Okay, parrying is certainly very strong in this game. You can even, at some point, I think it's like you even deal some damage or regain health on the highest tiers of that. So very, very smart decision in my opinion. So that would be really good. And then focus really on damage. And then you want to make sure that because you're switching between claw and your standard saber attack, that your saber attack, of course, is going to be maxed out. So max your saber damage. And then I would also suggest being able to consecutively strike using your claw. So even the most basic upgrades for claw. That way you can actually kill enemies quickly. And of course, those being the bosses, right? Because if you just hit and you're doing one wound damage at a time, that's not going to do anything, right? So you're going to have to really consecutively strike and get in there and be aggressive, but it speeds up your fights if you can do more claw attacks. Is this a new one? I don't even know, man. Must be. Okay, yeah, we're going the right way then. I was on the other side of that door just a few moments ago, so let me go check what's over here, and it should be nothing. Ooh, there's a whole fracking bridge? So it's the same area we were already in, however, obviously it's a different layout. Some of the walls and things that are there that weren't before, so silly stuff. That's another shortcut from the first area then. Okay, cool. So we have come full circle then. And we can just go up here and kick the ass of whatever awaits us. Let's double check. I did not drop down here on purpose. That should be the secondary area here, and then that should be the way back down with nothing, right? Boom, and you can't even open that. That would be where the wall was. It wasn't. You could just drop down there. But yeah, I would say strength, max out your saber damage, do consecutive claw damage, and then I love the parries, so that's really fun to kind of focus on, in my opinion. But right now, like, I'm going mostly strength, right, for just big damage, and then some health. You die pretty easy in this game anyway, so not too big a deal. Restore energy when hitting. Yes, please. Slightly increases deflect time, but decreases deflect damage. don't think that'd be terrible to have defense mode, honestly, but second dodge is never bad either. Also not bad. The feather's pretty interesting too, though, honestly. There's just so many good things you can do. And the fact that you can respec, I would just mix and match, man. Yeah. Get some more feathers for sure. And we'll just go back and then we'll start doing more damage. More, you know, you want to be, if you're aggressive, you want to be able to get, if you're aggressive and you can parry, that means you're pretty much always on the offensive and you're very rarely on the defensive. So anytime you're striking and things like that, you should be optimizing your ability to gain energy back and all that. So, dude, that one's crunked up. Might have to switch to this, man. My gosh. Now for the potions, we have quite a few. Look at that maxed out. Let's actually unlock one of these for once. And then we'll start messing around with the potions. You can actually create different variations of it. It's really nice. That's actually something that annoys me about the Headless and Sekiro. You can't dodge at all against them. Not when they're spraying out that mist, right? You got to focus on the parrying. That one like forces you to kind of be locked in, you know, and not locked in like how the kids say, but I'm saying like locked in like into your position and stand your ground and parry. Whereas pretty much dodging or parrying is viable throughout the game. Most people just don't dodge at all in parry and Sekiro, but you certainly can dodge everything. The feather cancels their crit attack. It sure does. You really need to parry the monkey. Holy balls, that was cool. Only has one moveset, but that's cool. I stand corrected. Now she has all the moves. Shinto, I forgot all about that move. Whew, monkey. Yeah, we can do. I'll replay Sekiro before the anime comes out, and my goal is to do a 100% guide on it as well, so you guys can see kind of some of the tactics and techniques that I use, and you will see some crazy stuff that you guys probably haven't seen before because I played that game quite a bit off stream, and after I beat it the first time, and I learned so much that I'm just like, wow. But anyways, I cannot wait to share some of that knowledge with you guys. We'll be revisiting that before the anime comes out for sure, and I can't wait. Okay, so there's like 50 frackin' pathways. Drives me nuts. The death scream. Yeah, there's always, and I don't know, I mean, I'm sure you know this, but everything is telegraphed so beautifully in that game so that you can do it perfectly. I think it's like designed for you to like be amazing. The perilous, yeah, that's the word. I missed. Guardian Ape. The music, for whatever reason, is reminding me of, like, I don't know if it's Banjo-Kazooie or I don't know. very N64. What is the purpose of all these damn doors? Guardian Ape isn't a bad fight. I'm talking about the Headless, which are those enemies that build up terror. Yeah, those enemies are fun. But yeah, like essentially, as long as if you're not using, like, for example, the little finger whistle and whatnot, and you're not dissipating that smoke, you're pretty much locked into parry, and you can't use your evasive maneuvers much. You can jump, which is something that you can do that kind of allows you to be a little more free than you'd imagine, but you can jump. Jumping works exceptionally well considering. Purple umbrella, says Melka. Yeah, that's good too. Okay, so I think I came from there. Oh, that's nobody. Not bad. It's my BZ. How did I get in here? Oh, hi. You're not very stealthy. I hate that I want to see what's around. That looks like poison up there too. I'd probably die the whole way, huh? Oh, I want to find everything. You really did that, didn't you? Yeah, hit me. We'll have to just figure out if there's another way around, maybe. Oh, really? Why is everybody so stabby today? Prickly pears, man. I fought one this morning, says Slay, and I didn't have any of the handy stuff to make the fight. He's just divine confetti. Yeah, that helps. The magnet umbrella is amazing, so I have that. Yeah, divine confetti is great for the increased damage for sure. Yeah, right. Okay. Did I need to go up or did I come? Oh, I came down. That's right. Boom, and then what? I feel like I've been here, but it all is. I mean, we've technically been everywhere because we already beat the level, the full level. Anyways, this is the sub quest, so it's a little dicey. I feel like I fought you too, right? Where the balls am I supposed to go? You know, kindly. Little guy's crying again, but he's eating. I think he just wants to play now, so time for him to behave his butt. He just found his little lungs, though. I swear, he never used to cry like that unless he was like in dire straits. But now he's like, ah, this means they come to me if I cry. But I think he's good. He's just eating and everything, so he was hungry when he was being all moody with us up front. I don't know where to go, guys. You can hurt him without the confetti. It just takes forever. Oh, wait. You can't hurt the Headless without the confetti. Oh. I think you need it to do damage. Gosh, it's been a while. And if I'm not mistaken, it's just incredibly reduced damage reduction. So, like, it's not like he's ethereal or whatever, but like you can hit him and it just does like virtually no damage. And then you have to rely more on parries. But if you have the divine confetti, you can actually just kill him, or you can deal, you know, more kind of like stamina or stagger damage or whatever. But yeah, it takes a lot more. But I think you can harm them. I'm almost certain you can, in fact, because I ran out of divine confetti like in my first playthrough, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But yeah, I farmed it up and I got it stocked up now, so I never have to deal with that again. The Shikimen or whatever, the Shikimen warriors and the headless are awesome. Ow! Oh, dude. No! I don't know where to go, and I lost 4,000 souls, man. But yeah, I can't wait to play that game again. It's gonna be so good. Milka says, yeah, I think you can, but it takes some... Yes, it's not as effective without the confetti. That's 100% correct, yep. Any demon in particular. Let's see here. Darn it. Whoa, brother. Keep an ear out for a little guy. He should be fine. He was crying like his deathly cries, but I think he's good. He's probably hyper now that he's eating. Where do I need to go, man? For a side quest, I mean, or a sub level or whatever. Like, gosh, sure is extensive. And then all those were just opening up shortcuts, I thought. So, like, what would be the point of that? Anti-air death was super OP against the Shichimen war. Oh, yes. Indeed it is. Especially if you can trigger it consistently. It's so good. It's so good. I farm a lot of confetti in those. Yeah, same. Okay, yeah, there you go. Look. We are back. There? Okay. I reinstalled Sekiro today. Nice. That's awesome. That is probably my favorite game of all time. Right next to Crimson Desert and Bloodborne. How's it? Blood Omen? Blood Omen's great, but a fresh save though. As God intended. I'm getting jacked up, aren't I? Ooh, thanks for the iframes. So kind. Oh, I did it. Yay! After creating another self, I wondered if it was possible to get an even stronger existence. With their help, I began a massive project. Inspiration came from the legend known to all in the sea, the spirit of the sacred trees, that descends upon the world to save the lowly ones, constructed from the branches of the sacred trees and powered by large amounts of vile blood. How is it how am I supposed to... It truly wants me to communicate with that chick. Oh, I'd die here. While I'm standing in this poison? Yes, get me out. That's so cheap. Bloodborne, yeah, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Crimson Desert, probably my favorite games ever made, but I have like 10 favorite games of all time that are just like really important to me for different reasons. Like Metal Gear Solid, for example, Legacy of Kain, Defiance, and that entire series. Armored Core 2 in particular, Kirby Superstars on the Super Nintendo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. Like, some of those games are phenomenal, and for different reasons they mean a lot to me and kind of impacted me in my life in some point, in some way. It's really interesting how much games had influence on me, but you know, stuff like that. A fresh save. Nice, Rosa. Says Slaya, I have a complete game myself, but I did save a new save file because I wanted to experience the game fresh too. Bloodborne is awesome, indeed. I hope you have a great time with Sekiro, Rosa. Yeah, for sure. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the gimmicky ass level in this. Oh, I think this is it. I won't be able to beat it today, I don't think. Oh, not the, I mean, the game. I'm saying this level because we only got like 10 more minutes, but I am going to do my best to get through. The music is great. You guys hear that? Wow. That thing. You got to kill that thing. But it's like super gimmicky the way you do it. Oh, son. Oh, Shinto. Oh! I'm running. I'm healing. So many frackin' enemies here. That's like the whole level is, and it's got items and elite enemies and stuff, so it's like, what? The God of Fools. It said help if I was locked on, huh? Oh, hitless is the way to go, though, man. Like, I'm telling you, if you do charmless with Demon Bell, like that, it will teach you how to do every boss hitless. Because when you're in the higher New Game Plus cycles and you're charmless, you're gonna die because you're forcing to block so much. So I certainly know you can do hitless. That's kind of, I swear the game is telling you, it's teaching you how to do it. Encouraging you. Balls, dude. Did I do it, Pa? How? How did you not get interrupted? Not a great time. You're a masochist too, huh? Milka? Some of my challenge runs have been where I was miserable, I'll tell you that right now. Miserable, I say. I did not mean to open up with a claw, that does nothing. What in the world is that? Isn't that cool? It reminds me of, it kind of reminds me of the enemies from Ninja Gaiden Black, but I don't even, it's the God of Fools, I guess, but I don't know what it's supposed to be. I'm assuming it's like what was giving them power and what was encouraging them to kind of do the experiments. And so I don't know. I wasn't reading the lore at all, sadly, but the lore is cool in this game. I just don't remember what it is. And the true ending is sick, by the way. Is Charmless the one where you ring the bell? That's Demon Bell. That's Demon Bell Curse, Milka. Charmless is the one you can do if you have a save file that's completed, or on a New Game Plus, where you give Kuro, Lord Kuro, at the Moon Tower or whatever, or the first time you meet him, he's gonna ask, you're gonna return the charm to Kuro, and if you do that, that will actually mean you're charmless. So now you have to do perfect parries, if not you take damage. Crap, crap, crap. I think he's aware of me. Yeah, he was, but I got iframes. This boss, when I first played, I mean, I played this game again, like I said, years ago, and I was so mad at this. I was like, this boss sucks. I don't know why, but it's not that bad. It is a little gimmicky, but I don't know why I hated the boss for some reason. It's not bad. Maybe I didn't know that I could do that. I don't know. It must have been knowledge that I has lacked or something. But yeah, it's like a whole level, and there's like elite enemies and all kinds of junk. I would love if you quit slamming my freaking head, dude. Okay, we'll go back. Whew. And I did suck at this game. I don't know why, but I did. Slayer says, I'm wondering if I did that by accident, Human, because I take damage if I block and I don't actually parry. That's charmless then, brother. That's, I'm telling you, that's the way the good Lord intended it to be played, okay? It'll make you so much better. Like, that is how I was able to do all, like, learn so much about the game and the timing, and you can do every boss hitless. Like, easily. I mean, that's, you can do that in any game, but I'm saying, like, Sekiro kind of, like, encourages you to do that. It teaches you how to become, like, the best. I like when games teach you things. Okay, so we're circling around, it looks like. I'm gonna just make a dumb move here. Yep, that was dumb. I don't know why, but I hated this level for some. It's not bad. I think it's kind of cool because, like, the stress of, you know, you have to fight the enemies, and maybe I was just. It's odd when I take breaks from games, like year-long breaks. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, that was not hard at all. I just was in a different state of mind, I suppose. Okay, I gotta be careful now because yeah, he's facing me, so I need to wait for like a big, not that, like a big swipe maybe. And new game. I wonder if I'm doing that by accident. Yeah, if you have a completed save file, it can be a fresh save and you can still do it. You can do charmless on a fresh save, as long as you have a completed save game. Balls, I don't know where I'm at. Oh, Shinto! It's this chick. Dude, bro. How do you hit so hard? Ah! I'm dead. That sucks. I don't want to die here. I want to beat him. Charmless and no resurrection? Oh, that'd be miserable. But I've done... You can beat the game. I did Demon Bell, no death. Demon Bell, no death. What? If I have to destroy those pustules, I'm gonna cry. I do. Oh, sucks. What a jerk. Oh, shoot. I almost cussed. Sorry. No, I'm gonna die. Sekiro is peak Souls. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's one of the best games ever made. Yeah, I think I did that without knowing, because I certainly take damage if I just normal block. It's been so long since I played. Yeah, exactly. Alright, guys. I'm going to end it here because I don't want to start a whole boss and then die. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will be streaming tomorrow in the evening because I have an appointment in the morning. So